It's Lee Richey, and as you can see, I'm ready for my expedition. I'm going on the hunt. The hunt for Bigfoot.
Yeti, he's 10 feet tall. Yeti, the king of them all. My neighbor, the Yeti, he keeps to himself. My neighbor, the Yeti, the picture of hell.
There's Lee Richey, and you've heard about Bigfoot, right? Sasquatch, Yeti, the skunk ape, what else? The abominable snowman, all those great cryptids that we grew up, fantasizing about and wondering if they're real. Would we ever see one? And I've got a guy that we're talking to today. Not only are we talking to him, but you're going to have the chance to talk to him Wednesday night, this coming Wednesday, 6 p.m. at the Hornell Public Library. Please welcome the host and producer of a show called In the Shadow of Big Red Eye, Mike Familant. Hey, Mike.
Hey, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate talking to you, and as you can see, I'm ready for the hunt here.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm not wearing mine. I should be.
Well, there you go. That's okay. We'll give you a pass on that. Good to talk to you. You've been doing this. You've been going out in the woods searching for Bigfoot and for quite a few years now. But I've got to ask you this. Every time I think of Bigfoot or Sasquatch, I think West Coast, like Northern California, Oregon, New York. What's the deal?
Yeah, that's crazy. A fun fact for you, it's not just a West Coast Pacific Northwest thing. 49 out of the 50 states have a Bigfoot sighting reported in them. So it's a nationwide phenomenon. It's not even just nationwide. It's worldwide phenomenon too. Almost every country has a Bigfoot type creature in their culture, which is really cool. But yes, New York is a hotspot for Bigfoot when it comes to East Coast. It's one of my favorite states to go looking for Bigfoot in. I can't wait to get back up there this coming week.
Yeah, let me just tell people we're recording this on Friday, and this weekend on Sunday, you are going to be taking a team out into the Finger Lakes. In fact, not too far from here, and you told me that this particular area has been pretty active recently.
Yeah, absolutely. There's been a few reports, a few sightings coming from this specific area that we're going to be investigating. And this base camp is kind of cool because we're not just confined to one area. We can search different areas of the Finger Lakes where there have been sightings. It's a multi-day expedition with a couple of really cool people. So I'm so excited to get out there.
So you're going to be coming up to Hornell Library on Wednesday night, fresh off of this expedition. So people attending are probably going to be the first to hear about your findings.
Yeah, my apologies if I look and smell like a campfire.
That's what I was thinking. I'm thinking he's going to come straight from the woods to the Hornell Public Library.
That's how it's going to happen. It's going to be 3 days of me rolling around and running around the woods and then rolling into Hornell, and it's going to be a sight for sore eyes, let me tell you.
Before we talk about the program on Wednesday night, let's talk about you and how and when did this all start? I think everybody has kind of a fascination with Bigfoot and things like that. I know I've spent some time on the shores of Lake Champlain with my binoculars looking for Champ, but you're doing this, man. This is what you do. And how did it all start?
It all started back in 2011. I was working at a beach resort in Sarasota, Florida, which was like the best job I have ever had my entire life. And I was watching one evening, I was watching Finding Bigfoot on TV. It's a show on Animal Planet where they go out and they look for Bigfoot and stuff. And
sure.
At the end of the program, they were like, hey, if you want to come out with the team and investigate Bigfoot, you can. And I said, oh my goodness, there is no way I am not doing this.
Yeah, right.
So I was engaged. I signed up for 2 tickets. I purchased 2 tickets, one for me and one for my fiance. And we ended up, the expedition happened and nothing happened. It was a 4-day, 3-night expedition, kind of like I'm doing this coming weekend.
Yeah.
but nothing happened. Nothing squatchy happened. It was in North Florida, and it was the final night, and me and my buddy were up watching a campfire and watching a meteor shower. So it's beautiful, you know. And all of a sudden, we hear a knock come from one side of camp, and I immediately thought that it was like, okay, maybe it's the people that put on this expedition. You know what I mean? Like,
right, sure. Somebody snuck off and they're
with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think twice about it until I heard a knock from the complete opposite direction about a minute later.
Okay.
So like, wow, these guys got to be pretty good. You know? So anyways, about 15 minutes goes by, nothing happens. Then all of a sudden you hear come down, crashing through the trees, plunk, a fist-sized rock. It was at this point in my life where I said, nope, this is how horror movies starts. I am getting out of here. My buddy who I was with, he was like, well, if you want to go sleep in the car, you could sleep in the car. And by the time he had said that, I was in the car, you know. Anyways, He talked some sense into me. He's like, Mike, Bigfoot throw rocks. They knock on trees. This is kind of the whole point of why we're here.
Yeah, right. That could be the real deal happening.
Yeah. So I was like, man, I guess you're right. So I went back out by the campfire. Over the course of the next 15 minutes, 4 more of these fist-sized rocks come crashing down, land 5 feet away from us.
But still, don't you think that could have been somebody messing with you?
Yes, absolutely. So I'm like, I'm scared at this point in my life because nobody should be thrown. This is not a cool scenario. So
yeah.
My buddy's like, here, watch this. I got an idea. I'm going to throw a rock back at it. So I said, Jimmy, not a good idea, man. I don't think this is a great scenario that we're in. So he takes a rock and he chucks it back in that direction. And I knew it wasn't a person because at that exact moment, a 15-pound laptop-sized boulder came crashing down, landed 5 feet away from us.
Okay. Yeah.
And that was it. Yeah.
That says a lot. Wow. And the rest is history. You decided to do this as what you do, and you've got a great show out there. Folks can get most of the episodes, I think, on YouTube, In the Shadow of Big Red Eye.
Yeah, it's my show. It's actually, fun fact for you, another fun fact, is it's the longest and only running weekly Bigfoot show ever. So you can check it out. It's on YouTube, In the Shadow of Big Red Eye. We are currently filming our 10th season. So we're actually going to be filming while we're up doing the expedition up in the Finger Lakes. So
cool.
For those of you that can't make it to the library to hear firsthand what happened that expedition, you'll be able to see it on our YouTube channel in about 6 to 8 months from now.
I just got to remind people, Mike is going to be at the Hornell Library this coming Wednesday night, 6 p.m. What are folks going to see there, Mike? What's the presentation?
I'd love to answer the who, what, where, when, and why of Bigfooting. It's kind of a basic Bigfooting 101. It doesn't. Some people go into the real in-depth stuff of Bigfoot and the anatomy and physiology and scientific stuff like this, and I love that kind of stuff, but I like to just skim the basics and cover a broad topic of all the cool Bigfoot stuff. It's designed for all ages, children to families to senior citizens get a kick out of it too. It's going to be a really good time. It's about an hour long. There's no fee. It's a free presentation, so bring as many people as you'd like. Come and enjoy the camaraderie, and it lasts about an hour and follows up with the question and answer with me afterwards.
When you do these kind of presentations, do you get people coming up to you and telling you about their personal experience?
Absolutely. If you've ever witnessed a Bigfoot in the Finger Lakes region, I would challenge you to come out to this presentation. Come and see me. I always ask at the beginning of the presentation, has anybody ever seen a Bigfoot? And you'd be surprised at the amount of hands that get raised at some of these locations.
It's a fascinating topic, and there's always a lot of debate. When you've been out in the woods doing these expeditions, what are some of the crazy things you've come across, and have you found any really good evidence, pro or con?
Yeah, absolutely. We've come across some really cool stuff, which I'll actually I will explain it in my presentation, so I don't want to quite ruin it for the people that are going to be there.
No.
Excuse me. It just actually about 11 years ago just popped up on my Facebook feed. We found an upside down tree up here in New Jersey, which is where I'm from. My home base up here down here in northwestern New Jersey. But an upside down tree that was jammed in the ground. It was about a 25-foot tree. So it's very intriguing. We've gotten tree knocks, like I said, vocalizations that have come back. We sent them off to a linguist from the military who is a Bigfoot researcher. And he's come back and said, this audio that I'm going to play for you at the Hornell Library is not of any known animal, and it's outside of human range.
How cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. We found footprints and stuff like that, which I actually bring Bigfoot footprint molds to my library presentations, which it's always a hit for audience and kids to check out as well.
Now, you're down in Jersey. I mean, couldn't have that been the Jersey Devil?
Oh, the Jersey Devil debate. If that's not the first time I've heard that one.
Yeah, right.
Jersey Devil's cool. Do I think the Jersey Devil is actually a thing? Maybe in the past it could have been. There are reports to this day. I don't know. I think they might be misidentifications of known animals. But North Jersey actually does have Sussex County, New Jersey, where I'm from, has the highest density of Bigfoot populations east of the Mississippi.
Really?
We have 71 current sightings, which is highest per capita or per county east of the Mississippi. So we have something going on right here in Sussex County, New Jersey.
Now, you started your experience down in Florida, and they're all over the place. Louisiana, there's the skunk ape and the Boggy Creek monster. Do you think they're all different things, or are they all a Bigfoot type thing?
I think they're pretty much all a Bigfoot type creature. You have some other cryptids like winged cryptids, the Mothman, the Jersey Devil, which we just talked about. Not quite sold on them. You have the Mans, you got the Dog Man, the Mantis Man, all the Mans. You got the Mans.
Sure.
I'm not sold on them either per se. I spend a lot of time in the woods, and I'm pretty sold that Bigfoot exists. However, I'm not sure about the other cryptids. I haven't come across anything related to them quite yet.
Right. We're talking to Mike Familant, and he's going to be up here at the Hornell Public Library on Wednesday night talking about Bigfoot. It's going to be a great show. It's free. Come on down. Doors open at 5. 6 o'clock is the actual presentation. Topic of Bigfoot is kind of hot right now due to a new documentary that is being released, I guess, capturing Bigfoot. I'm sure you've heard about this.
Yeah, it's swept through the Bigfoot community like wildfire, let me tell you.
It is. And I guess it's purportedly proving somehow that the Patterson Gimlin film of 1960, saying it was a hoax. How do you feel about that?
Hoax. Yeah, well, I've never seen the video, so I can't speak on it.
Right.
I don't know, and I think a lot of people in the Bigfoot community have already made their decision and without the evidence, and that's unfortunate. Without seeing the documentary, it's been pulled from the film festival, so it's not being shown there anymore for unknown reasons, which is very interesting. But my whole philosophy on that is if it takes one film or one video to change your whole belief system through your whole foundation, then your foundation wasn't that strong to start with. Right.
It's not the anchor of the whole thing, but it's been pretty. I mean, I think they're telling us it was a guy in a suit, but I think that's been disproved over the years, or at least it's been examined. And I don't know. I haven't seen it yet either, so I can't comment with any kind of knowledge. But it's certainly interesting.
Yeah, the film itself has been highly debated since it came out in 1967. I mean, you could see there's a tumor on the Bigfoot's thigh. You could see where the Bigfoot has walked, and the hair on the leg is brushed up and stuff.
Really?
Obviously, it's a female Bigfoot, which in the day you're probably not going to make a costume and add a female anatomy to it. It just doesn't make sense to a lot of people. But again, it doesn't really matter because you have the tens of thousands of people that have actually seen with their own two eyes something that isn't supposed to exist on this planet today. And that's cool.
Well,
But
they've been. Go ahead.
it only takes one of them to be telling the truth. That's the thing that gets me. Everybody could be lying except one person.
It's interesting because in my head, while you're saying that, I'm thinking over the years how the DEC has told us here in New York that mountain lions are not in New York State. I know
Yeah.
4 people personally that have seen them. So it's like, okay,
Yeah, it's the same thing, same way here in New Jersey and in Pennsylvania. It's kind of humorous to think that mountain lions can't exist or don't exist, especially in New York State. That's, I mean, in such a vast
Right.
region, regions that you have up there are just incredible.
well, it's a fascinating subject, and you're going to be talking about it Wednesday night. Mike Familant is my guest. Going out in the area, the Finger Lakes area this weekend. What do you do when you typically go out? You meet up, and then I've seen you doing your very impressive Bigfoot calls on video.
Yeah, which I'm not going to do right now. That's not going to
Okay,
be
thank
a
you.
thing. Yeah, no, that'll blow the speakers out.
Oh, right.
Yeah, no, it's really fun. First, I assess if I'm going to get killed or not, if anybody's going to kill me on the expedition, because granted, Bigfooting is inherently a little crazy. So I know this expedition, I'm going out with a law enforcement officer and a lawyer. So
That's a great
I know
idea.
something is going to happen. I don't know what, but there's going to be something productive that comes out of this weekend.
Wow.
But anyways, regardless of that, and a few other people, so a firefighter and a couple other people, so I'm very safe this weekend. I'm an EMT, so we're going to have a good time. It's going to be a lot of good fun. But typically on an expedition, what we'll do is we'll meet up on the first day, have dinner, we'll go out for a night investigation, kind of light, kind of feel everybody out, get everybody on the same page of how we operate and do our night ops.
Okay.
Then during the day, we'll go for a scouting mission where we'll look for signs and symptoms, I call them, of Bigfoot. So tree breaks, hair samples, footprints, stuff like that during the day, and also scout the trail that we're going to go down at night when we go return there at night to do our night investigations, where my famous Bigfoot vocalizations come in handy. And we do tree knocks and other kind of things to try to elicit a response from Bigfoot and try to draw Bigfoot into us so we can capture them on our thermal recording equipment.
Fantastic. Sounds like a blast. It really does. Can't wait to hear all about it Wednesday night at the Hornell Public Library, 6 p.m. Come on down and see. And if you've had an experience, come and talk to Mike about it. I'm sure he'd love to hear about it.
Yeah, come early or stay late. I'm not doing anything after the program. Hint, hint. If anybody wants to take me to dinner, I'm not. I got an Airbnb in Alfred, which I have no idea how far that is. Is that close?
Where is it?
Alfred?
At Alpha? A little bit of a hike, actually. Yeah,
Good.
maybe.
Perfect. Awesome. That's just what I wanted to hear after a long expedition. But,
It's all beautiful
yeah.
down here, though. You're going to love it. You're going to love
I
it.
can't wait. To be honest with you, I've been to the Finger Lakes once before, and it kind of stole my heart a little bit, low key. Don't let anybody know that, because I've not had enough time to explore it yet. So I'm hoping it really steals my heart this time.
Oh, it's going to be great. And the area that you're going to, I know, is very beautiful, and some very dense woods in there, too. So
That's
gonna be-
perfect. Yeah,
it's going to be good. So thank you so much, Mike, for taking time to talk to us. We look forward to seeing you Wednesday night and to hear about what happens this weekend. It's going to be a blast.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, and I look forward to seeing everybody this Wednesday evening at 8 o'clock or 6 o'clock at the Hornell Library.
There you go. More music on the way. Froggy 105.3.
The